Welcome back. This is Hades Star. I think it's a 10 versus 10. Um, the this particular match is a close one. I think the score was really close. There were some mistakes made on our side, and that's unusual. I'm not sure if it was communication or just really good luck on the enemy's part. From what I saw in the first playthrough, they did everything they were supposed to. I think an unlucky destiny or a lucky one on their part got them in a good position to destroy some of our hydrogen production, and that's always a problem. I would like to uh, throw out a kudos for the opponent for being very, very aggressive on their relic collection. They didn't hesitate. They immediately started collecting. They weren't concerned at all with holding their front line, and I think they did a really good job of collecting their relics and protecting themselves. They did mainly focus on this, uh, level 5. The mechanics have changed recently to make it more beneficial to get to the level 10. But that only works if you have the numbers to collect all the relics. I'm just kind of watching through their relic collection process, like how they're approaching it. They're clearing out. They cleared out all their asteroids near their gate, which is becoming the norm. It makes for a long jump to the gate, which makes it a lot harder to catch them when they're on their way back, because they can go back free and clear, and the one trying to catch them has to go across an open sector, and that leaves a lot of room for getting murdered. They're using a lot of similar tactics to what we use, so that's a good thing in my book. It means that as we grow more competitive and move up the ladder, so to speak, our opponents are as well. I'm not sure where they fall in the rankings, but I believe we were in the low hundreds at this point, which is good. It means that we're being challenged more and more often. I don't agree with this move right here. I don't know who this was. Yeah, that it's okay. You can see the score, 19-12, but they're gonna grab a few more on the way in. This last 20 hours or so. The final score, we did win, so that's always a plus. But I feel like the ability to stop their relic gathering was not up to par for what they usually do. Usually, we're much more competent and capable of getting to them and getting rid of their transports. They did a really good job of defending themselves. That's all I can say. They held us back and put pressure on us, and there was not a whole lot that could be done. I wanted to look at a couple things. The luck of destiny is becoming a frustrate. It's a game mechanic approved by the developers, so they want that mechanic in there for a reason. And with the 8-hour disable, I think it is. Here it is, right here. He destinies almost as soon as the game starts and lands right in enemy territory and immediately launches a rocket, a Delta rocket of all things. So even if he missed, he could try again. Destroyed a big chunk of our hydro right at the beginning of the game. After that, obviously we're gonna do a lot of. Man, is that another destiny? Yes. That's seems to be a pretty common tactic with this core. I think we didn't know how to handle it. There's not really a good defense other than, I guess, escorting your boats. But that's got to be frustrating on our side, trying to, the only reason we survived as well as we did and ended up winning is because of our communication. The Discord app, if that didn't exist and we didn't have a way to communicate outside of the game, it could have been a lot worse for us, and that win would have become a huge loss. I feel like they rolled the dice on their destiny maybe a little too quick, or that's probably a tried and true tactic for them. So there's no telling uh, what kind of trial and error they performed to reach that. After that, the battle pretty much follows a standard, just little tricks like when you see a teleport, you fly over an EMPM before the teleport completes. That way you can get them with rockets. Those tactics are usually pretty common across the board. You see, we've got our line created, everyone's defended. Now that Destiny has created such a problem, I definitely think that we recovered well. The only issue I have maybe is this. I'm assuming it's a level 5. Yeah, level 5. Undefended. I don't know. I feel like they could have gotten lucky with another Destiny and absolutely destroyed all our progress that we made. It looks like we did kill at least one of their transports, which is nice. I don't even know how that happened. I'd have to start the replay again. I'm not real interested in doing that right now. um, Overall, I think both teams had really good tactics. The Destiny with Delta Rocket is different. I don't. This is the first time I've seen it. Um, but anyways, the battle is interesting always. I see they learned from their mistake. Immediately, once the enemy is getting closer, the barrier starts coming up. That's from a battle or two ago. Those barrier chains are really really effective at protecting your cargo and your ships. They can't get through. So I feel like that's a it's a good idea. I don't know how this teleport got through. A time warp error. No, he didn't teleport because the barrier chain is there. That's good. They got rid of him, and I think this is the one of the last little skirmishes where they get kind of close. When you're that close to the enemy's gate, you'd have to get absolutely phenomenal luck to escape. And he had stealth, so it's a good tactic, but I don't think it worked. I think they what stopped him? I guess barrier works when you're stealthed. That's kind of a weird game mechanic. I mean, it works for us, but it's kind of not really. It doesn't make any sense. If you're stealthed, then you should be able to just blow through all that. But that that's fine. It worked in our favor. Got all our relics home and secured the win with a nice strong barrier chain, and I think we tried to get that last relic. I don't think that they achieved their goal though. It's too hard. It's too hard to get that far, and yeah, look at that well-timed EMP. He grabbed the battleship and the rocket. Look at that. That is kudos to this guy. Spellbound 8675309, I guess, is what he wanted to put. He captured the battleship and the rocket, giving his transport enough time to boogie, and that's well done. No wonder we had a hard time killing their transports. It's hard to do when the other team is paying attention and can work the time machine like that. Looks like we did kill one, so that's a bonus. Yeah, EMP. We did the same tactic. on a previous White Star. Had a traveling enemy EMP'd him right as our transport was crossing his line of sight, and then saved our transport. Does he kill him? There's no way. 19 to 13. Where'd he go? Did he die? No, there he is. Oh, shit, I missed it. Oh, he didn't kill him. It was 19 to 13, and now it's 19 to 16. Good try, though. Good try. Supposedly, one of our guys died because they weren't at the gate or something. I thought it was like a red star where if you hung out at the gate at the end, you you got out free. Like they sent your ship back just like in a red star. Either way, good game. It's always nice being challenged, and I think this is the Stargate Corps. They did a good job of challenging us. So, thank you, Stargate Corps. It's always nice to have a challenge. I hope our Corps learned their lesson on Destiny and Delta Rocket. It can cause a headache. Thanks again.